Well, that's a very good question. When he arrived in Kinshasa, then Zairian back then, Congolese today, were thinking was, we all know, he was lighter skinned than George Foreman. So Congolese were more thinking that, oh, he's more a white person than George Foreman. So they were more thinking that George Foreman would be the most that people will like. But when he arrived, he quickly connected with the Congolese. You know, he was social, he was embracing everybody on the street, and it was different when George Foreman arrived. And that's why the population quickly, became so, liked Muhammad Ali, and he could talk to them, he could play with them. You saw him running on the street with, while he was getting ready for his fight, he was getting ready with kids running after him, and it was totally different. The contact was different than George Foreman and Zairian back then.
And what was your memory of the fight itself?
My memory of the fight itself was, first of all, this is at 4 a.m. in Kinshasa. This is really late. And I was a kid, and my dad, who back then was also working for the government, wanted all of us to stay up and watch this fight that Mobutu parted with $10 million because he wanted to see his name and the name of the Zairian be on the map, which really worked. So the memory of the fight itself is to see the crowd, man, the people, like the country. It's as if the country just, there's a block in the whole, everybody's just talking about this everywhere, and everybody's watching. Even in the villages, they had small TVs where there was no electricity, but they'll put battery just so they can watch this fight.
Was it something that ultimately, today, are you happy the fight took place? As you say, there was criticism of the strongman of the time, Marshal Mobutu, for spending money on this.
Mm-hmm. Back then, today, I'm very happy. So are other Congolese, and some of them that I also talk to every day now, that especially we debating this Muhammad Ali, death in my show, in the RM show at VOA. Everybody's pretty much happy because then today in the U.S., and I've lived in the U.S. for the past 28 years, everywhere I go, when they ask me where I'm originally from, when I say the DRC, ex-Zaire, the only thing somebody can think of is Rumble of the Jungle, is Muhammad Ali. That's the first thing they'll say. So what Mobutu wanted to do was to put Zaire on the map, and I guess that was successful. That made really Zairian and Congolese being known worldwide.